Hey Guardians, how's it going? Back to Spinfoil TV. Just a little update. So, yeah, watched a couple of reaction videos from some community guys. Um, they're talking about how the Fellwinter's Lie is supposed to be a pretty good shotgun than Destiny 2, with shot package coming back and everything, and the perks of Vorpal weapon and and opening shot. I'm gonna go for opening shot, obviously. And it looks like there's just a curated roll. So you're going to get the shotgun the way it's intended. No random rolls. And I think that's fantastic. But the problem, of course, is, well, that opening quest, the lie. And I'm wondering if that's like, well, not Bungie being a little tongue in cheek about the whole thing. It says that we're supposed to get 9 million total tower completions, event completions with the Seraph Towers spread across, of course, the EDZ, IO, and the Moon. Um, but the that's like a lot. It's already been almost a full day, 24 hours since the last time since I actually started the quest. And we've only gotten 5%. There's only 26 days left of the season. You're going to need probably at least 1 or 2 days to do the rest of the quest. I'm hoping it's not as grindy as this part. But this opening quest step, the best way I can explain it is sunflower seeds. I like sunflower seeds. I am insanely addicted to sunflower seeds. But I prefer to buy my seeds shelled, and because, well, one, I'm not the kind of person to put a handful of sunflower seeds in shell in my mouth and then spit the shells out. Namely, because um, that's a bit of a chore and a risk, choking hazard, that kind of thing. Not to mention, it's just fucking gross. It's for the same reason why I don't do chewing tobacco, other than the cancer problems. Uh, it's just that I tried chewing tobacco. I used to do chewing tobacco when I was, of all things, working in a restaurant. But we only did it on our breaks, and we weren't allowed to have, obviously for health reasons, uh, not allowed to do that shit on the line or in the prep kitchen or anything. So, but it was gross. I hated it. I tried it, didn't like it, just realized it was not me. So, doing doing this whole oh shit, doing this whole community step here, while noble in concept, is basically handing me a full bag of in-shell sunflower seeds and saying, "Enjoy yourself." It's not a bad thing. I mean, I sit here and I crack them with my fingers, and everything's fine. You could also found out on the internet there are some really elaborate homemade machines, but that's not going to work. Rolling pin. Get yourself a nice one of those freezer style storage bags, and about a cup, half a cup at a time, and you put the sunflowers into the bag. Take out all the air, zip it up, lay it down on a nice firm surface, and very gently roll back and forth with a rolling pin. And you hear this nice crunching noise. It's very satisfying. Could also be an ASMR kind of thing too. But then you got to sort the hull, the shells from the actual seeds. The cool thing is that the seeds are heavier. So then you spread these things out on another surface, and basically very very gently move the shells away from the seeds. If you buy a good brand of sunflower, um, the seeds will actually be pretty beefy, and they'll be heavier than the shells. So the shells basically just float away, blow away. But that's a mess. It's very messy, and this is what this event feels like. It feels like um, an unnecessary grind. Kind of Bungie's way of saying, like I mentioned earlier, "Oh, you guys like grinding for shit? Here you go. Enjoy yourselves." That's not content, man. That's really not content. I'd rather sit here and throw a rubber ball against my neighbor's wall during the time I know they're trying to sleep because they play their stereo so loud when I'm trying to sleep, than grind that shit out. So, just that quick drop. Wanted to let you guys know. Bungie, if you run across this, why don't you talk to your community? And I'm not talking about the blabberboxes who have YouTube channels and go to your special in-house, test events and all that stuff. Guys like me who play this game daily, and we may chat about it online, but for the most part, we're not, we're not day oneers. We're not doing live streams of people being carried to the lighthouse or anything like that. We're just guys playing the game. And when I used to take back in the old days when Flash animation was being taught in colleges, the instructor that I had was like, you can go ahead and design to the teeth with your operating system, but you got to understand that not everybody's going to have the same speed that you're designing at. So you want to go for the lowest common denominator, so to speak. So, that's kind of what the community should be. That's what you should be looking at, is the LCD of your community, and not necessarily, because if the Felwinter's Light is supposed to be a pinnacle weapon, making it be a community thing doesn't fit with the themes. That's like having a comedy, having a sing-along comedy in a story that is predominantly like the Saw. While you had if you have like American Horror Story, I don't think they ever did a sing-along comedy show for American Horror Story. I'll have to check the wiki to see if that actually happened, but you know what I'm saying, guys. Anyway, this has been Spinfoil TV. I'm your host, Hako. Find me on PlayStation as Artist Poet. We'll play some games together. In the meantime, have fun and be safe out there. I'll just let the gameplay roll down. Again, this is really weird. As you saw, I threw a fuck ton of batteries. So, not exactly sure what the fuck that's all about. It's just I only threw two. Huh. Hmm. That means I gotta do 25 forges. That sucks. Yeah, these batteries are really grindy. Surround is not a bad perk. That's good. That's not so good. Huh. Ooh. You know, I don't think I own that shader yet. Yeah, threat detector is way better than surrounded. Um, this one does have a better range, but the handling, everything else is not so good. They'll have a master work on that. Accretized rounds is pretty nice to have. Um, I mean, tactical. This is a much better. This is a much better roll. So we're gonna go ahead and ditch this one out. I can't remember if it was Fallout or Cactus, who made a video about this gun, about the 600 RPM rifles that you can farm for. He was talking about how Bergusia is the place where it has this in the loot table, and he ground it for like 20 runs. I actually got this off of Bounty Drop. All you gotta do is pick up the bounties from the forge. Just play the forge. It'll happen. And this is a pretty decent roll. The scopes are like, whatever. Yeah, Outlaw, high impact reserves, and armor piercing rounds with a range masterwork. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that.